This goes out to those that legitimately trample memoriams, speak ill, threaten over the Charlie Kirk assassination. And I hear a lot more from the left than I do from anyone from the right, particularly. You guys have awakened a monster. You've awakened a monster that should have stayed quiet. And I'm going to say this. I'm highly disappointed in you. You're disgusting. You're vile. You have no rights to be on the streets of in this country at all. No matter what way you look at it, you don't deserve to be on our streets. You deserve to be in A prison, or B, a mental hospital, a mental institution. I honestly think they should bring back asylums. They really should. I'm going to say this, and I'm mentally ill, and I'm going to straight up say it. Bring back asylums, because we're going to need them. But make them useful where they can help people get better. Like, I don't agree with the turn of the century bullshit that happened in asylums. No, that was awful. That was terrible, terrible, terrible shit. But what I mean by asylums is like a place where you could put these unhinged lunatics and somehow figure out a way to reverse their brainwashing. Reverse it. That's it. And once it's done, you can send them back out on the streets. They will be prominent societal members. They will be perfectly fine. But right now, they're not. And they need help. And I'm going to say this. No amount of psychiatric care right exactly now may work on these kids or work on these people. Hell, it goes into boomers sometimes with this mentality, and it's scary. Those are the people that grew up in the most turmoil of times. Like, that is what we're living right now, people, is a repeat of history from the 60s. Except the left has caused it even way worse. It's not racism that's doing it. It's leftist propaganda that's going out of freaking control. It's gone out of control ever since COVID. Like, before COVID, we were perfectly fine. We had our troubles, but we were perfectly fine. Now, once COVID hit, reality went out the window. Like, legitimately went out the window. I stuttered on my own word because it just shocks me. It literally shocks me of how bad it's getting. And now an innocent, decent man has paid the price for someone else's ignorance. You know what? You may not have agreed with him. You may have not liked some things he said. And I'll even admit, even though I am a fan of Charlie Kirk, there were things that I disagreed with. But I wouldn't shoot him for him. I would have sat down in a room and be like, hey, Charlie, can we talk? Like, does that make more sense? Like, okay, Charlie, I disagree with you. Can we please talk about this point of view? And he would. He would not care. He would take all the time in the world to make sure you were able to understand his point of view, but he also took time to understand your point of view. And sometimes he would actually agree with you. He would be like, oh, no, that's a perfectly good answer. I will I understand. I totally agree with you. Like, he was one of those people that if he disagreed with you, he would still try to find common ground with you. And unfortunately, people are too butthurt over their own feelings. And you know what? You gotta take that out of the equation, man. You gotta take out but my feelings out of the equation. Because let's put it this way. When it comes to politics, when it comes to a lot of topics, feelings do not count. Feelings of yourself do not count, nor does it count for the other. What counts is the facts and what is the truth. And when you get in the territory of feelings, you get more into touchy stuff that may persuade someone to become violent versus non-violent. And you know what? A lot of the left is teaching their own people and teaching kids to literally be violent versus being non-aggressive. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree with teaching anyone that if someone takes away something from you, you must gut them. I don't agree with, like if you disagree with someone's words, you shoot them, or you stab them, or you hurt them so badly that they wish they were never born. That is not acceptable. That is not acceptable at all. I don't agree with an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. I don't. You know why? Because I'm going to tell you a straight up quote. A straight up quote. I forgot who said this quote, by the way, but it's an actual quote. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth will make the whole world blind and toothless. Let's say that again. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth will make the whole world blind and toothless. Remember that, children. When you think about your friend says something that you don't agree with, instead of punching your friend right in the face and screaming and acting out of control, probably think about what your friend said, what made you disagree. And instead of punching someone, use your words. Use your words, because that's all really counts when it comes to an argument. An argument, actually, explain arguments. Arguments are like dialogues. And dialogues are like the conversation between two people or a couple or so people or many is called a dialogue. Arguments are dialogues where you find common ground within a disagreement. That's the classical version of what arguments and conversations are. Charlie Kirk was a champion of that. And he was shot and killed for his ability to do so. Think about it. See you in the next.